Hey everyone, for today, we're going to tackle about the chapter 10, Theories on the Origin of Woman's Oppression. On the learning outcomes, at the end of this chapter, the students should be able to, first, state her or his own understanding of the roots of sexual discrimination, and second, is explain why discrimination is not necessary for the development of human civilization and how it evolved based on historical circumstances.
So let's proceed to the concept of women's oppression. But first and foremost, what is women's oppression? When we say women's oppression, it is a systematic, institutional, and cultural mistreatment of women that includes discrimination and violence in which up until today, there are kabaabog gihapong cases. Belittling women's value, which is most probably natatabo sa mga workplace na mas nagkakaroon or mas na ginapakita ng mga men in a professional setting than sa mga girls, in which wrong kasi we all know naman nga women were actually capable also to do things men can do. Next is in the decision-making positions and women's economic inequality, sa economic inequality man. So, women oppression is a multifaceted issue that affects women and girls worldwide. So, in this chapter, we will know how did women oppression started, kung alin gido or kung alin gido naging root cause at women's oppression. And in other words, itakil kid natin the history or origin at women's oppression. So the first one is, how did it happen that half of the world's population is systematically discriminated? So dahil mga key factors, first is the patriarchal societies, in which this is the rise of patriarchal societies where men held power and authority. So parang nakaset sa mindset at mga tao nga, pag lalaki ka is mas mataas yung authority nga may una ka or mas mayroon kang power kaysa sa mga women. Next is the religious and cultural norms, in which many ancient cultures and religions perpetuated gender-based discrimination, often viewing women as inferior or subordinate to men. So, next is colonization and imperialism. This is the imposition of Western patriarchal values on non-Western societies during colonization and imperialism, further entrenched gender-based discrimination. So, di ba naalala man natin nga before do mga bayi is wasn't the natatawag opportunity to study, di ba? Kasi maisot or very little do tingin nanda sa mga bayi. Well, in fact, do tingin nanda sa mga gaki is very inferior again. That's why na-mention ko man kaina sa first kung women's oppression ay lack or very limited na ginatawaan ni chance to mga bayi to decide, diba? Kasi when in terms daw in decision making, mas ginatawaan nanda or mas ginapamatian nanda to decision yung ginaobra mga gaki rather than the decision made by women. Next is bears children and mostly raise their children from infancy and up to their early years. And primary task of taking care of the family, universal caregiving. So parang may makanabing a way of thinking nga kapag bayi ka, you are responsible for taking care of your family. Ikaw dugata o needs of your family, gaalaga it imong unga the moment ka nag-unga ka, from infancy, di ba, up to their early years. Kaya nga ni, di ba, do ibang mga bayi sa bagay gaalagat ang mga unga while their husbands are working, supporting them financially. So parang do ibang husbands ay uwasan ta kasayod sa struggle na nararanasan andang mga wife taking care of that family kasi ito sanda sa kuwa, ito sa work sanda or they are in the professional settings while their wives of course, diba, it is never easy to take good care of children, of kids, diba? So do emotional struggles nanda do yun do mga bagay nga minsan hindi maintindihan nit andang mga husbands. Next is hato nga ni primary task of taking care of the family, or they are universal caregivers. Next is first healer due to their extensive knowledge of herbs, and at some point in all ancient cultures, women were hailed as mediators to the gods. And what do we mean by that? So what do we mean by women were hailed as mediators to the god? So in many ancient cultures daw kasi, women were revered as spiritual leaders, healers, and mediators, in which sa mga ritual, ceremonies, and prayers ay most commonly daw nga galid gid karon is women. Sa healing man, women daw were often skilled healers using their knowledge of herbs, rituals, and spiritual practices. Kaya daw parang rarely lang nga makakita kita men nga ga-operate dahil mga rituals. Kasi daw the reason behind that is that they believe that mas napopossess it mga women to special connection to the gods and goddesses. Kaya parang daw hato tagi na panghawakan ng danga in terms sa daya nga divination ay women do pwedeng mag-ubra karon. Women do capable nga mag-ubra karon. And lastly, a source of cultural and emotional education of children. So next is, let's proceed to this famous feminist writer, journalist, and historian who has researched the hidden role of women throughout the history. Imo dahay si Rosalind Miles. So she compiled theories to discuss the origin of women's oppression. So may anang mabaho nga naging attribute sa women's oppression. Okay, so let's proceed to the theory 1, or the goddess worship to god worship. So the first gods for early civilization were women, as they were celebrated and venerated for her fertility, dating to as far 5,000 years ago. And according to Miles, women were less valued. So buyin din matadupan ng awan niya pa, diba, na women were less valued than men, and that their status was threatened with the expansion of phallus worship around 15,000 BC. Okay, so let's continue. So people started believing that males bore the creative power in which the seed of man developed inside the female served as a receptive vessel of life. That's why as male power grew, di katuman do inequality mas naga-increase or mas nagaabo. So women became seen not as active partners but only as passive incubators. So next is goddess-based social organization. The worship of mother goddesses lasted for as long as people experienced the development of life as a mystery and a gift. So men realized that they too played part in fertility eventually, but societies concluded the sources of life was the penis and not the womb. So it is indeed very sad nga up until this generation, may makaroon gyapong mga tao nga may makarong mindset in which giniisip na nga sangkiri ka taro value it bayi kaysa sa laki, do may power it ang magkaroon it authority to decide do mga laki, which is very wrong kasi we all know that women are also capable to do such thing. Kung amat nga ni may mga bagay nga kayong ubrahon kitang mga bayi, or there are things nga kayong ubrahon it mga women that women can't do.
Theory 2, Eve and the Other. Western religion influenced a negative perception of women. The story of Eve, she insists of Adam's flesh, she is equal. The story shows how a woman had deprived all of humankind the abundance that the Garden of Eden had to offer. Ultimately, a woman fully brought suffering to men. According to Miles, the links fall to the goddess cult to the rise of discriminatory treatment against the woman. Other women are perceived to the feeble-minded of lesser value to a man. Ultimately, women had the potential cause downfall of the great men.
In Theory 3, a shift of production. The shift of production from hunter-gathering to agriculture has contributed to the oppression of women. How reproduction became an important task in society, as it is needed for workers. Women had to be watched, protected, and controlled. Next is sexuality had to be overseen so that the community could be assured that the children they will produce will be loyal to community. A shift from food production to labor production has oppressed women as a result. Next, in this theory, suppression of the value of women and their awareness of their own value is evident, so that they would continue to accept their rule as receptive grounds for the seed of men on which the next generation of workers is to be grown. That's all. Thank you.